We all have seen these little popper things, right? They're fun, they're trendy, they're great for our sensory kids, even when they don't become trendy anymore. And I was completely intrigued when I found a game that was based off of these little poppers. It is called the Fidget Game, and I was even more intrigued when I found out this lady pitched it about a year ago to Shark Tank. It goes all the way preschool, all the way up through upper elementary. They are really focused on dyslexia, but as a parent who has a daughter with Down syndrome, I believe can incorporate or encompass, I should say, all learning disabilities because it makes it fun. It makes learning fun. I do want to share with you an honest review from a parent who has been using this game, and I'm also a former teacher. And by the way, if you guys are really into homeschooling, education, special needs, please subscribe to my channel. We share all the things. I have over 600 videos. So let me talk about this game, the Fidget Game. And this one is for sight words. Oh, and by the way, if you like any of the stuff that I'm sharing with you guys, I will have a link in the description box below so you can find them easily, purchase them if you want to. These are affordable. Like I said, it does come with these guys right here, and it also comes with cards. They have pre-K through 3rd grade in the packet. They look like this. Some of them have little hearts in the upper corner, which means that you're going to have to work at learning the word a little more. The flashcards, which have a little lightning bolt in the corner, and you can read it in a flash just by sounding it out. So, b-it-g. Make it easy, right? The idea here, especially when you're using this as a teaching tool, is you want to take about 4 to 5 words that you're going to work on for the week. You're going to pull those words out along with a unicorn card and what she calls a gremlin card. The unicorn card will give you a chance to roll the dice twice, and the gremlin card will have you unpop the buttons. It looks like this. You have the dice, you roll it, you pick a card. If you can read it, great. The number you got on your dice, you now get to pop. Of course, if you get this guy, whatever you roll, you unpop. The goal is to pop your entire popper. It kind of feels a little bit like bingo, I'll be honest. So my daughter is not a flashcard girl. They're kind of boring, they're rigorous. She doesn't like seeing that stack because she gets overwhelmed. And one of the things that's really nice is you only pick out 4 or 5 words per week. Of course, you want to add on to it and make the stack thicker, but if she's overwhelmed, you can just go back to the words that she's learning or add a couple of words that you know that she knows and to build that confidence. But adding in this element of popping makes it a little bit more cool for her. She does get a little bit overstimulated. So this can only work with her for about 15 minutes. But to be honest, in general with her, 15 minutes is about as much as we work on one specific activity, whether it's just workbook, just gaming, just exercises, just coloring. But I will say this packs in a lot. So there, I did mention the Fidget Game. There's more. You can add on these little flashcard packets. Now there's everything for the older kids. There's the number and counting cards, and these are for the younger kids, the number and counting cards, and then the letter cards. This is going to be the subtraction and addition. They're just flashcards is what they are, but you use them with the Fidget Game. If you have flashcards laying around the house, you can just use it with the Fidget Game. You don't have to buy the packets. There's also one with shapes and colors. The number cards we actually use a lot. And we don't just use it with the Fidget Game in and of itself. I actually really like these, these flashcards, I'll be honest. We will actually match them up. She'll see the number 10 and I'll lay out a couple of cards and tell her to pick which one has 10, and we'll practice counting. I also like that these go beyond the number 10 all the way up to 20. Yes, they do include the gremlin and unicorn card if you are using it with the Fidget Game, but like I said, you can use these independent. What's nice, if you look on the back, they're actually coded if you need to sort them out very quickly. Counting, which has these guys, and then the numbers, which have these guys. Okay, but going back to the actual games themselves, I want to talk about Word Pop, which this one's actually our favorite out of all of them. And when I said that it's kind of jam-packing a lot of good working, gaming, whatever you want to call it, thinking into a small 15 minutes, this one does it, okay? As you can see, it's a mat. It has words on here. It is your CVC words. Cup, sit, mud, pig, map, wet, bag, jet, okay? There's 4 mats, actually. Each of these mats have different words on it, and they have a backside to it. So you are kind of playing it like bingo, and you can play it with a group of kids. You can play it individually. I usually start with 1 mat, and I usually have the words that are on the mat pulled out, ready to go, and we're going to work on this 1 mat for the week. And they're, like I said, they're CVC words, so she can sound out all of them. And one of the things that she's actually been doing, for example, like top, and I will literally lay the word right above. So I actually help her find it right now. Of course, eventually they can find it on their own. They won't need your help, but she still needs my help. I'll lay it on top of the word, and she will, I'll literally point to it, and she will sound them out. She'll go t, a, p, top, top, and she'll make the connection. And we will do this with all the words, and it only takes like 5 minutes. If she's done with the game, we're done with the game. If she wants to do more, I'll pull out the fidget game. This one's my favorite. The fidget game is sight words. This one is CVC words. Love it. I actually really do love it. I didn't think I would. I didn't think it was, I'll be honest. I was like, oh, it's Shark Tank. It's like television, Hollywood, trendy. Like, I didn't think it was going to be any good, but I'm actually, as a former teacher, pretty surprised at how well I'm able to use this and adapt it to her needs. And see, I keep popping them too, because it's like, definitely, you guys hear me in the background, pop, 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 because it is, I mean, it beyond the trend that it's gone through with these poppers, it's still fun to do. I think for a lot of our sensory kids, this trend will never end. Of course, like I said, though my daughter that has Down syndrome, it does overstimulate her enough, and she will start to like do this with her fingers and poke at it and just be like, you know. And then that's another way I know we're done with this. But then sometimes she really does enjoy it. So the other one that I have is unicorns versus dragons. And this one seems to be best when you're playing this with the family. It does come with 4 little poppers. And on each of the poppers, so one side is going to be numbers, the other side is going to be letters, and then there's shapes at the bottom. You do have these cards. You're either going to get like a dragon or you're going to get a unicorn. And if you get the unicorn, there's 3 letters up here. You pop those 3 letters down. If you get the dragon, you unpop the 3 letters. And the goal is to get your board completely emptied out first. Like I said, this is a really good one to play with a group. There's also shapes too with letter cards. But what we've been doing is just practicing our sound. So I took out all of the dragon cards and I've just been using the unicorn cards with her. And we'll go through this. I'll have one, she'll have one. She'll pull this out, she'll read to me the 3 letters, and then she'll pop them down. So P, Q, R. What's nice is it's color coded, so you can find them very quickly. I'm also having her work with the sounds. Like, you know, instead of just saying the actual letter, she'll go P, Qu, R. To me, this is just a really good alphabet review and sound review and number review. And this one's nice because it does go up to 36, so it goes through the 30s. I do feel like this is more of a large group to play with. If you have a lot of kids and you're working with a lot of kids, great. It gets competitive. They're racing against each other. If it's one-on-one, I like the other ones better. That's kind of my honest opinion, but it's good. Like I said, I still use it with her to review the letter sounds. From what I understand, looking at her stuff, she's building her program, she's building different options. When I was listening to her speak a little bit, it's really good with kids that have, and teens that have dyslexia. Dyslexia is a huge concern for a lot of our parents, and this is just a fun way for us not to have to think so hard on what to do next with them. We just play games. I really believe in game schooling a lot for our kiddos. That's my review. Like I said, down in the description box below. I did put some links if you are interested in purchasing this. It's a fun educational gift for anyone. So check them out. Let me know if you guys have any questions, and let me know what you think about this. Your honest opinion as well. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.